All right, so Mark Corduba here. I'm a psychologist and with the NDIS. And so yesterday we had a pretty exciting thing happen where the new NDIS Commission has come into place. So basically now it's an Australian-wide thing and all the individual states have basically been amalgamated because the NDIS has been quite state-based up until this point in time. Now this is an exciting time, there's a lot of changes happening, and one big change that is happening is if you want to continue to be a registered provider, you're going to have to be audited. And you're going to have to at least start that process within the next 3 months. So the process doesn't have to be finished because there's a lot of misinformation, but it definitely has to be started. Now there's two types of auditing that's going to have to be required depending on what business you're in. So you're either going to have to be certified, which is going to be $3,000 plus, or you're going to have to be registered, which is going to be $500 plus. Now it depends what type of services that you're providing. So if you're providing core supports or accommodation, or you're providing support workers, so say if you're a centre care, for example, you're going to have to be certified. So it's a much more lengthy process. But the good news is for people who are providing a lot of the allied health services, definitely what's called the therapeutic supports, which is what a lot of psychologists or psychological companies are doing. It looks like we only have to be registered, which is going to be a lot cheaper, and the auditing process isn't going to be that involved. But it's still going to be involved. It's obviously easier for us not to have to go through this auditing process. Now, there's going to be a lot of psychologists out there who don't want to go through the audit process, and for these people, I highly recommend just become a subcontractor to one of the psychology companies out there. You provide the service, you don't have to worry about all that extra stuff. And just so if you are thinking about whether I want to be an NDIS registered provider or not, this is what happens. You have to go through the audit process once every 3 years. So you got to go through the process, you got to pay the money, and there's going to be about 8 or 9 different audit companies that you have to go through. And you also have to go through a smaller audit every year. So that's a lot of different things. So you got to have a whole bunch of policies and procedures in place. We don't know exactly what is involved because we're all kind of going through it at the moment. But that's what it seems to be at the moment. So, as I said, there's a lot of sort of fear and misinformation out there, but that's where we're at the moment. So if you are a psychologist or a counsellor and, you are interested in getting to the NDIS, but maybe you don't want to go through the rigmarole of being a registered provider, you can type "I'm interested" in the comment section below, and I can send you the different contracting opportunities that are available through my company, Positive Moods. It might be a nice way to sort of get, to start off providing NDIS counselling services.